God Almighty bless you richly. I bring you good tidings from the Creator that was never created, the one that sees the ending from the beginning, the one that never lost battles. So God Almighty bless you richly. Please, if you are watching, do not hesitate to share this very broadcast amongst your friends. My earnest prayer today that it shall be well with you in all your ways. Practically in all your ways, it shall be well with you. That is my earnest prayer for you today. Please, it will be very imperative if you share this very broadcast among your loved ones. Please share this broadcast among your loved ones, please. Please, as you watch, make sure you share as you watch, please. By now, I guess each and every one of us should know our modality and what we stand for. Irrespective, whatever anybody like to say, we are not going to compromise our value. We are not going to be backing down from this very fight. What we need is salvation for humanity and redemption. We need it. And the people holding us bound, they must give it to us. In a hurry, they will give it to us. And the only way we can get this as salvation and redemption is for you to join in the crew of speaking the truth. If most of us, we check this life vividly, not a day this life, we only just clean ourselves over nothing. What is life when you can't tell yourself the truth? What is life? You can't tell yourself the truth. What is life if you are living and you doesn't have a freedom? There are a lot of things God has endowed you with. You cannot really exercise it because of restrictions and all of that. So for those of us that always want to watch heading before you watch the broadcast, you always want to read the heading, you take 1 minute to quickly look at the heading, then you know where we are going. I'm doing my share gradually from here. Please also do yours likewise. I'm doing my sharing gradually from here. Also do yours likewise. Do yours likewise. Just do yours likewise. There are a lot of people today, they are going to hear the truth in the sick bed, in their sick bed. There are so many persons that are going to be hearing the truth from their sick bed. Yes. It is better you hear it now so that there is still time for you to amend your ways and change. The time we spend in following up the gospel, if we have used it, the time we've spent in going to church, if we have really used it sincerely from our heart and follow this very page, by now we'll be having a very better society. All this year we use in paying tithe and offering. If we have used it to fight for a better society, today our society will be good. If we have used all our time we spent so far misbehaving and performing shenanigans, by now society will be good and we will not be feeling pains that we are feeling today. All the mistakes we have made, we would have not made it. We made a lot of silly mistakes because nobody were ready to tell us the truth. And here, the only platform we say the way it is. If you like, go and hit your head on the wall. If you like, go and hit your head on the wall. We don't care. Because we know definitely what the truth does is that it first of all make you miserable before it make you okay. So there is a very wonderful topic before us today. which we are going to be looking into together. We're going to do this one together. We're going to be doing this very one together. So one more sharing right now. Let's go there. A lot of people feel, there are people that is on this social media, they are making money from it. What I'm doing here is salvation for humanity and redemption. That's it. So if our word inconvenience you, it's not my fault. Our word today, if it inconvenience you, it's not my fault. I was born to say the truth. So I cannot, because of you, yeah, I mean, want to eat now because you are there. No, we will not do that. We will not do that. Instead, we'll drop the activism. And we can't drop the activism. That's the most disgusting part of it. We cannot drop the activism. That's the most disgusting part of it. So let me do one more sharing Facebook, then we commence the reason why we are here today. Please, the only way this thing can go viral, most of you can also share to your timeline, please. This is no longer the time you need to be afraid of anybody of sharing the gospel, please. Help us to promulgate this very word. We are sent to come and deliver people. What a lot of So I'm going to be introducing the topic. We start right away. We're going to take it seriously by the grace of God. It is breaking. Until you stand up to fight, you don't know how powerful you are. Until you stand up to fight, you don't know how powerful you are. That's sacrosanct. Then again, only in Benin, self-determination is a crime against their weaponized and militarized tradition. Only in Benin, the globe today, self-determination is a sin. You know, when you agitate for freedom, only in Benin, in the whole globe, that where is a sin. Before God Almighty will fight your fight, have you played your own role? Today's topic is going to be interesting. Please carry your popcorn, may you know. These are some of the miseries in the word of God that people are not digesting. Our false pastors and false prophets, they refuse to teach us like this. That was why today, traditionally, we have been bamboozled. Religiously, that is, we have been bamboozled. In no ramification, we are never wanted to be told the truth. Exodus 14:14 says, God will fight your fight, you will hold your peace. Now you have a crucial role and a vital role to play. Without you have not done your part, by giving God the permission to come and fight that fight. Have you ever seen any lawyer just come into your case? You have to go to the lawyer's office and say, please, oh sir, I have a problem. I know there are human rights lawyers, people like us. We advocate for you. But if the case is to go to court, you will be the one that will sign. We will back you. We cannot just go and be judging your case in court without your presence, without your permission. No. This is what we are doing to God today. We have not only given God the real permission for him to fight our fight. But you know, with excitement, they tell you, God will fight your fight and you hold your peace. Today is going to be lovely. We're going to be spending 1 hour very plus in this very broadcast. Now, have you played your own role? Or is your role accepted by God? God will fight your fight, you will hold your peace. God bless God for fighting our fight. Have you played your own role? Or is your role accepted by God? It's a question. So let's go there. People think it is only true voting God can use to deliver them from their bondage. And very, very ridiculous. How did God Almighty deliver the Israelites from their captivity? Let's go and ask ourselves a question. And I'm going to be, that's why today I'm the Archbishop of activism. Nobody have my kind of activism. Do you know why? The extent I go, nobody can go there. They will go and go and go and go and go and go. Something will stop them on the way. They will not speak more than that. But God have given me the right to speak to any extent. That's the differences. A lot of people that follow us today, their pain is lesser than other people's pains. If you follow this very page, your pains will be lesser. It will not be as the way they purported it by the deep states. Now, people think that it's only true voting God can use to deliver them from their bondage. How did God Almighty deliver the Israelites from their captivity? The God of the universe did not create anybody more than others. The God of the universe created everybody equally. What you are seeing today, these are things created by man and woman. This was how slavery started. Slavery started in the Bible. And today this trigger it to your generation. You see nothing. If you look at the book of Daniel, please, you are going to be, I beg your indulgence, give me biblical latitude. You know. Now, if you read the book of Daniel, chapter 3, from verse 14, what happened? It was not lawful for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to back down to a graven image. Nebuchadnezzar tried to force them. If you look at it today, we have Nebuchadnezzar everywhere. If full Nigeria preserve, there are Nebuchadnezzar. But something happened in Babylon that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego proved God right. They tend to test the power of God because they have done their part. What God told them, what the only assignment they were to be having was to disobey. The only assignment they were having was to disobey what God will not show the rest power. That's why I told you before now that if you pray God for his finger, he will show you his hand. At the time you pray God for his hand, he will show you his face. When God shows you his face, all your enemies, they are in trouble. That's why today, God has shown me his face. That's the reason why what you are afraid of, I'm not afraid of it. What you are afraid of, what makes you fear, does not irritate me. Now, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego look at it. Now, it is our right not to bow down to any juju that comes, or bow it down to any administrative arm, traditionally, politically, or otherwise. I have right to my self-determination. That's why they did bow down. The king Nebuchadnezzar told them, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, are you trying to tell me you are not going to bow down to this graven image I have set up? Do you know what provoked heaven? He says, sir, oh ye king, and it was a king. Oh ye king, we are not careful in this very issue. Even though the God in heaven that we shall refuse to save us. Good. If you don't want to save us, we will not bow down. Then God from heaven look at these three Hebrew men. What kind of people is this? The angel brought up their microscope on earth to go and see the event that is happening. If I tell you today, God is watching you think to see how I end up this fight. You think I'm here to come and play? I'm here to be a man pleaser. You are joking. You are joking. That's why if you are wanting for anything to happen, any missile they are throwing, now people like when they meet, you know, feel reach where they, it will be averted. I go dollar water, and I can't dollar yi. A matter ya dollar yi. I yogi dollar yi. Waweta wagbo dollar. Within my heart, it do dollar yi. How do you think whatever thing you are saying or your gossiping or whatever have anything to do with me? Are you kidding me? Then what happened along the line? Okay, be that you guys don't go to bow down. Nebuchadnezzar told the army, hit again the fire 7 more times. Get what? Even say get you Iran. You know do viran yo. Now I'm calling you again. Are you trying to tell me we will not bow down? King, we will not bow down. So if the God of my ancestors did not save me, face your life. We are in problem. Feel for yourself. That was what Jesus Christ told you. According to the story in Via Doloroso, the painful street. With the women of Jerusalem, we are pitying wow, because they're not they or say, Start lofting emotion over Newton's issue. I'm sent to do this. Say when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. If you know your purpose today, how will you be supporting a narrative that is killing people? Look at the book of Isaiah chapter 6, verse 1. He says, since the day King Uzziah died, I, Isaiah, saw the Lord. I think next tomorrow now you carry Bible, you take Bible big. For those of you that is, I will take Bible. I mean, read Bible make me my way. When are you going to understand anything? If you are not a fool, mad people everywhere, according to His Excellency Maziun and the Kanu. Slavery is not in the Bible. It was abolished. Slavery is not in the Bible. Anywhere slavery is reflected in the Bible, Saloba put those leaders into subjection. He destroyed them. Now, what killed Uzziah in Isaiah chapter 6? They will not Uzziah. Uzziah was a king. Pharaoh was a king. Then you are there kidding me. Lost in emotions. Then everybody should go down the drain because of you. Everybody should go down the drain because you are finished molding your block. A block you already do. My own is not block. I have a mission which must have to fulfill. Say send the captive free and send the people in bondage, lose them bound. Now, let's continue the introductions. I just finished up that. A lot of you know. Okay, let me just run it up. Then at the end of the day, they throw Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. After they told the king, we are not careful in this very issue, even though our God refused to save us, we don't go about that, blah, blah, blah. You throw them inside the fire, you know. Then God became the first person in the midst of the burning furnace. Do you know why God became the first person? Because of the disobey civilly. They choose to stand by their God-given right. At the time you give your right out freely to your enemies, freely to the people you are not supposed to give your right to. Not that you are giving them right to protect you, but you are giving your right to be subjected into slavery. My dear, Exodus 14:40 is not for you. That's why you have been praying, God is not answering. Where am I no except you are not me, you. I'm not on this mission alone. That's why my sin today pass your own. You know, guy, you want to do waiting with me. Are you mad? We try to leave some people due to their ignorance, they don't know what's happening. Now, the God of the universe did not create anybody more special than others. God created everybody equally. They are the ones making themselves to become Lala Milan, Alpha and Omega. And look at the reason why it happens. Your forefather gave themselves to be enslaved because of fear and lack of sense of humor. Some of the things your forefather missed, that they were created equally, they have the same right and all of other. That is why today you continue with it. But the world is ending soon. I don't know why a lot of you are still afraid. Well, what to because the score years you are expecting you are going to spend, these people, they will not allow you to leave it. Go and see what's happening in Turkey. About 21,000 21,000 I've done my findings. I will not tell you what I find out. There are a lot of things I will not be giving it free. And I'm going to leave you soon. Even though they know they will make another value every time I'm sent by God. I will just one day pray for God. God, please, I want to do this thing deliberately if you will permit me. I will allow some certain things to happen so that we make enough value even. Until you fight your fear, you are not a complete being. Until you fight your fear. The very day you start speaking the truth, that is the day you begin a fulfilled life. The very day you start speaking the truth, that is the very day you begin a fulfilled life. So many we ignorantly perished with the evil people. They will ignorantly perish with them because of emotion. Some Edo aliens are gradually transforming to zombies. So many thousands and thousands of Edo aliens are transforming to zombies. Do you know why? Because of their hearts is so hardened. I was speaking with one mother just now. I spoke with one mother not quite long ago before I came to this broadcast. I joined solidarity. A worry. There's nothing God cannot do. One thing that God lost more that moved God is your sincerity. David became a man after God's own heart because he speaks the truth. Nothing is as good as in this life when you speak the truth. The truth is what we need. Now let's begin to digest that Exodus 14 verse 14. The children of Israelites, they believe also in self-determination. Why is self-determination problem to some Edo alien? Why? Self-determination is a sin. That when people try to stand up and say, yes, I need freedom, then it make you furious and begin to run towards these people, and the same alien does not see anything wrong about it, that these people should be let go or free them. Do you know what killed Pharaoh? God would have not killed Pharaoh. What just God wanted to do was to deliver the Israelites. Do you know what killed Pharaoh? After it have obeyed God, Moses, blah, 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 let my people go. First one begin to die and all that. Mark your doorstep. A lot of you might have known the story. Your giant away pastor, your vaccinated pastor, useless pastor might have told you that. I'm not going to be going too deep like that. Now, Pharaoh later decided, I'm going to let you go. You think one day, something struck his heart again. How will I just let these people go like that? He hold me. He hold me, Pharaoh. Waiting my papa don't start. So now me want to let these people. Make them just go like that. I'm talking to you in parable. That's why people will die. You can't stop what is coming now. How are you going to stop it? How you go? I can't really get it. How are you going to stop it? Pharaoh decided to run after Moses. He called all the captains, the top captain in Egypt, all to Cairo. He called all of them. They take their chariots. They run. Towards the Israelites. Now, as the Israelites was approaching, Moses today were already approaching. A stumbling block that would have even not be easy for them to cross, which is the Red Sea. They were approaching, people started murmuring again. Hey, you see, Anna, they are running towards us. God called Moses. He said, Moses. Yes, Baba. He said, what's that your hand? He said, this time around, Moses went. He left the people alone and faced a different direction and prayed, God, what will I do about this sea? I asked from God what I'm to tell you. God is the one giving me message to tell you. I'm not the one forging it. The same way Moses consulted the God of Abraham, the same way I'm consulting the God of Idu land. He always tell me message, tell them this, if they will listen. Then you are complaining. You are complaining. Then I should be calling people also who we're not made, you that are born to do, you do it. We cannot do the same thing. But let's see who win. Either you that is saying Ovigbo Nyamiri, or me that is saying Ovigbo, give them Ovigbo their freedom. Then do your own, I do. We are definitely different and uniquely unique. Do your own, I do my own. Don't stop encroaching. Let's fight this fight. You know your time. Encourage your people. You have alien, which you have brainwashed to the fully vid. You know, keep on telling them the stories. Moses looked at it. What will I do now? He prayed, and God told him, say, Moses, that rod in your hand, I gave it to your father Abraham. I made that rod what it is. He said, stretch it. The sea will be parted. That was how Moses stretched it. The Moses and the Israelites were passing on the dry ground. The Pharaoh wanted to take advantage of it by entering the same dry ground. After the last person took his leg out of the sea, what happened? That's what you are going to be seeing. That was how Pharaoh Pharaoh would have still be alive. He perished. Do you know why? Because Moses spent time and Aaron being his spokesman, his interpreter, telling me, let my people go. Then you want people to remain this suffering. For you supporting this very narrative. No, I'm not called by God. Disaster will rain on your head. Disaster will rain on your head. For it will rain. Because I don't know what Benin alien they benefit from. People being be put into suffering. What are you gaining? No, what? No, does it pay you on a benefit abroad? No, does this thing irritate you? I begin to feel about other, and you have children. You are breeding your children abroad. What kind of dirty tradition are you people practicing? My traditional area where you live with table. Carry that tradition abroad. Come and buttress it here in the society abroad. Whether you see anybody that will even honor you. Only Benin today. I'm not talking about Edo State. Only Benin. The Edo Benin and Edo State. Only Benin, self-determination is a crime. Because a weaponized and a militarized tradition, it can never make you excel. Whatever thing they say, you have to do it. But check the book of Isaiah. You'll be going to church next Sunday. That's why today, you know why people that goes to church, they suffer where they are not truthful. You cannot have a Bible in your house. Somebody is preaching Bible, the raw truth. You are not convinced. All you still do is to support one old narrative that not contributed. Now, who stopped the killing of twins? Is it not Mrs. Lessers? Who stopped slavery? You do not say Abraham Lincoln? Who was the first person that created volleyball? Is it not William G. Morgan in 1895? What have you created? Or me who want me in? When you 400 years ago, they baby now. You see what's coming for you. Even though they know what, yeah, do alien. But I will keep on telling you the truth. You can change. I'm going to be giving you a little bit biblical verses. Just 20 color. I'm going to be giving you a little biblical verse. If you read the book of First Corinthians 3 verses, he said, I planted the seed and Apollo watered it, but God has been making it grow. Listen, there's something I want to figure out for you from this very particular First Corinthians 3 verse 6 up to verse 8. Then that First Corinthians 3 verse 7, he said, neither the one who planted nor the one who watered is anything but only God who makes it grow. Now, if you look at the main point I want you to understand right now, that book of First Corinthians 3 verse 8, he said the one who planted and the one that watered have one purpose. The person that owns the narrative and you that is supporting them in the narrative, you are going to sink like Pharaoh. God, Mama Africa is woken. The God of Africa is woken. It's only a alien that doesn't even know that anything is happening. We are no longer, we are in the year of Aquarius. Things are changing. So all these, whatever thing you feel that put us in bondage, all of them go to collapse by themselves. It's collapsing. And people are hesitating from building collapsing on them. Why are Bakayam there? They must not have to leave. Now we should continue. That you have no freedom. That some persons should always use their tradition to put you into bondage. We not go alarm. I said we no ya bagba nyo yo o wa wanya yo na. The one who planted and the one who waters have one purpose, and they will each be rewarded according to their own labor. Come and tell me what's in your system. A laugh where you no kaye. No, a laugh where you no kaye. What you want to happen to other persons, it will happen to you. As many who have fallen victim, who choose to not be truthful, you will be seeing them. They will be doing far better. What enemy meant for them before, no, it will not quicken their immune system. Even more living a better life than us. Just be truthful. That's what God wants from you. That's why most of us today, they brought Bible to Africa. Now, let me quickly give you one intel of what the Church of England, they are doing as we speak. Let me give you one intel of what the Church of England, they are doing as we speak. I'm not going to be saying it on my own, but I want to say it to you the way he came. I want to say it to you the way he came. I will say it right now. Now, the Church of England has voted in favor of a motion to offer blessings to same-sex couple in civil partnership and marriages. The Church of England. The people that gave you Jesus. Now, when I say something, God tell me new thing, tell my people what is coming. You are arguing. Why are you arguing? The Church of England have said it. So for those of you that have children in England, so if your daughter tomorrow came out with another daughter they want to marry, we are going, they will lock you up as father as a J. So trauma is coming for you. Be ready to face every consequences of your reaction. It have been legalized. Now let me tell you another one again. Let me tell you another one again. Let me tell you another one again, what they are planning to do right now. Who doesn't have a good till now? They want to, these people, they are very, these people, we are the Let me bring it. I want to read it according to NASCAR News. Now they fed broadcast their news. NASCAR News. NASCAR News. Let me just read it to you and see. Hold on, don't leave. That's why a lot of people will come here and spy as I get back because the truth is take them. You can, if you are not spirit-filled, you cannot stand and watch me. If you that and come and watch this video, you will be guilty immediately. That's what God does. Now, we all know about this Daily Mail. It's one of the tough newspaper in the UK, Janjaweed. He said, according to the Daily Mail, the Church of England is set to debate whether or not to refer to God as He is. They want to debate it. That Almighty God. Or they want to. I told you that Biden have introduced what we call activism. A belief that said that there is no God. Then you are shouting Jesus in your Janja with Benin. They are not daring God Almighty. Oh God, they are daring Him already. Then you are still carrying the sword that was acted by the same Britain. UK. Don't you see the behavioral attitude of your children abroad? Now a law has permitted it now. Then tomorrow you go to Exodus 14:14. God, you know you fight your fire. That's why God will not fight anything for you. Go and put in the proactive measure. Before the Israelites used that very particular verse of the Bible, Exodus 14:14, God, you will fight my fight, I will hold your peace, and then I will hold my peace. They've already put in a proactive measure. Pharaoh said, Moses went to go and meet Pharaoh. Face to face, let my people go. That's why today, so many persons are not going to be insulting them. They even try by even believing that voting can, change Nigeria. Voting cannot change anything in Nigeria. It was not voting that made the children of Israel to live because we are in captivity. People in captivity, if you really know the situation of Nigeria, you should know we are in captivity. It is not going to be done by voting. It's going to be done by somebody pulling you out of their hands. They hand over the treasury, hand over it, let it write it again. You are voting under the same 1999 constitution. A constitution that can make people call Oriomba. A constitution that does not permit self-determination. A constitution that will make your leaders to unleash mayhem on you, even when you are protesting with your Janjaweed flag. That's the constitution you want to vote in. But you voted that to say, I love the constitution, let's just continue with it. If you say no, that to say, let's scatter everything and rebuild again. A lot of people are not really getting it clear. They feel to speak English is all it's English is just a language. At times you might even be talented. At the end of the day, it does not have wisdom. There are people that are just talented. At the end of the day, because he does not know what to do with that talent, he will end up falling into the wrong hands. That's why today, right now, I show you what Messi belonged that day. Without you doesn't belong to these people. Nobody promotes you. Go and see all the people, all the famous stars you are seeing. They belong to one thing or the other that promotes them. If I belong to this same thing by now, they re-blow my name up picture of activism. Now me with the Jay-Z and Beyonce go gotta sit down for one place. If they want to blow you, they go blow you. If they want to make you relevant, they will make you relevant. But that relevancy is for an appointed time. It's for the midterm, it's not the last. If they want to start nakeding you, they will start nakeding you and send you jail. That's why I've named a lot of black stars, black Americans. Come and tell me what happened to how Michael Jackson, because you fake his death. I was being humiliated. The deed they used to do before under normal condition, they will tell you to go and do it. They will get up your record and submit it to a fresh judge that they caught you that you were having making love with a child. That's why I wrote Kelly's in jail today. That was what killed Mike Tyson's career. They are charging Mike Tyson again and for another case that he forcibly slept with a girl in a car in 1996. Because they want to make sure they crumble him. So the reason why right now nobody can come and tell me you need to stop this. What are you giving me? I continue my work with God helping me. That's why we don't really have the sense of human to agitate and say this thing, we don't need it. It's whatever the West supported. And none part of the West that have been fixed by election. No part of the West that have been fixed by election. There are protests everywhere today. Nearly the whole world is changing their government. Nearly the whole world. But Nigerian people, the little sense they have, let's just campaign. Is it not when you have been using one particular method for something, you can give example of people that went through that same process and they succeeded, you will succeed. If, for example, when we are planning to come to Europe, none of our friends make it, be able to come pass through the Red Sea and come abroad, would have not come now. People like me, I will not come. There was a guy in our area who succeeded. Oh, Bob, we were they do freelance with strong reach, so we'll make. That was how me and my friend, we embark on the journey. Go and tell your parents what I tell my parents. To God be the glory, they granted it. That was how we embark on the journey. Not even 1 to 2 months. We embark on the journey and we succeeded. Now, who has succeeded this kind of your plan? That today, whatever any other person is saying does not count apart from your own. What about when it fails tomorrow? Did you have plan B? Or do you have other things you are going to put in place in case when this one fails? Car have 4 tires. You see has spare tire. Car have 4 tires. You see has spare tire. Everything in life is 2. You have 2 eyes. When something happens to one, you need the one to see. If this ear is blocked, this one is not blocked. If your incisors can no longer bite anything, you carry it to the molar or the premolar. That is it. If the speech, your look does not make you fine, you go into bleaching. That's how life looks. Now, every one of us is channeling our energy toward one particular thing. My kind of freedom I'm fighting is not a freedom for only one day. I'm fighting a long-time freedom. Lifetime freedom is what I'm fighting. For my people. Why the children of Israel, they succeeded, it took Moses time. It may take time of what we are doing. If Moses had said, please, you call Pharaoh's wife, you know you adopted me, please, leave my mother. I know they cut my part. He would have been able to give 1 or 2 persons freedom. But Moses was to change the entire narrative. The entire narrative what we are changing today. Even the Fulani, there are one that are suffering. Even the Hausa, there are some that are suffering. Katsina, where Buhari came from, do you know Katsina? Terrorists have killed Katsina more than even Imo State. Because Buhari is not alive. If at all is alive, the law permits that as soon as you come there, They know Papa, no Mama inside. So the kind of freedom we are fighting for is the freedom of Moses. It's the kind of freedom God gave to the children of Israel. Leave this land. I saw this one unto your father. Brava land can be a promised land to all Nigerians if you want to. Until Nigeria is being fixed. Brava land can stand as a strong tower. That everyone that is suffering, who believe on the God of Maziuna the Kano, Chuku Okabiama, will be saved. But later you can return back again when your country is now okay. Now your voting is going to keep on putting us in perpetual bondage. Good, you are campaigning. God bless you for that. I love that energy. But will this one really give us the kind of freedom the Israelite has? With this one, can this one change the narrative? Look at Benin people who have not been able to put their traditional institution right. You have not been able to tell your father, Papa, stop him now. That your father has the right to go and destroy people's house. It is constitutional. He has the right. He has the right to send talks. And will let people know account, you must come and serve me. Then I should accept you to do that. Are you kidding me? I have no option than to wear a no USA or irrespective of whosoever that is performing these shenanigans. They've not been able to fix up their home. At least before I should start talking about what's happening in Europe, I'll be hitting them hard from the state I come from. Please, let there be freedom of speech. The only way you see Benin alien speaks is when it concerns political issue. But this tradition of what put us in bondage. This tradition is what put us in bondage. If we say we have a tradition, and this same tradition, we use it to call the government to order in the benefit of everyone, I guess we will have a better government. Any government that want to go away with at least 40% with their money, the next one that is coming will not try it. That was a tradition was supposed to be used for. But what they are using tradition for, Edoilian are using it for, they use it to want to suppress the government so that food will come to their mouths, not to even their children. Even the same people fighting for them, they don't even know how they are living. These same people still buy land and they themselves will still collect it from them. Their father does not even know their children. Why they not play oracle, call a bro, say, even a boy in Tanaoge, no, wayagele kunhuna. Even native daughter is fully vaccinated. Feeling pains as we speak. Who is not going to cure you? Pastor for the same Hellenic state, fully vid. But is it good? Pfizer, as I tell you, have agreed that they created sickness to make sure their medicine sell. The I know BBC will not tell you that. Twitter and Google, as we speak right now, they are removing censorship. Whatever thing you do right now, they don't flag it. Particularly when you are a real blogger, you can sue them to court. Are you aware that Donald Trump has been reinstated to Facebook after more than 2 years because of censorship? You thought the man was bad. So that is how it looks like. If you tell people fighting for freedom for you, look at they always go through one trace or the other. So to change the narrative that has been there for years, I know it's not easy. But begin to set up your Bible. Whether good or bad. This thing, where is it permitted? Go and check Nuremberg Code 2.0. What it stands for. Now, why are you always claiming human rights abroad? But your tradition, there shouldn't be human rights in your tradition. Now you are campaigning for Peter Obi. Peter Obi is to come and fix your traditional institution that be weaponized and militarized. Hell no, you have to fix that yourself. It is when after you might have done that, you begin to pray for a better president. It is when after you have been able to tell your enigma, please hand over the oil where to the state. Let's also see if those state government is paying their people. Federal government will not come and question you. There are a lot of things the state government have the right to do for you. That's why right now, government is not providing street lights in other states. But Obaseki is trying to light up Edo State. But why Benin people angry? Because Owanokwa did not support it. That's why today many aliens who campaign for Obaseki, they are against him today. Because they have been called. You born your governor, if you are an idiot. The same person you don't want to have problem abroad. We must have problem abroad. If you must live as far as society is concerned, first of all, go and learn how to speak the truth. Europe today, we are building truth. Forget about this cabal you are seeing. This in about 209 nations come on together to come and stand in the population. Nigeria stand inside. 200 and something nations agree about this whole thing. You have no right to say you are not going to agree. But inside of this same thing, not the president we are seeing right now, it was some long time ago. Some presidents right now are trying to change in whichever way they can. If the problem will fully know that they will come for him, he would have created a private security for himself and go and visit people like Putin or President Donald J. Trump. Please, I'm not going to do this thing. Please, can you give me security? Look at how many dollars I'll pay. They would have not been able to catch that man. That's why the very day you start fighting for freedom, you don't eat anyhow. That you were clapping for Obi. Obi went and drank water. What does that water stand for? What does this stand for? Then I should be losing emotion the way you lose emotion. When we are different and uniquely unique. So I know they look for that to know freedom. The freedom I'm looking for is divine. I don't want to be bamboozled anyhow. I'm getting old every day by day. So Ware came. We join up our energy. If it's the way So Ware brought up, take it back. Then we trigger it. As far as our election lose, we trigger it to revolution. The energy was still there. He went for holiday. Then what is they were not coming back for revolution? Why are you guys not talking about revolution if you are really serious? You want to, though people want to take the cheaper fight. That's why it's very easy to shout the blood though. Let me blow your mind from here. Exodus 40:40, God will have your fire, fight your fire. A mother will just, maybe your son, his son will just call his parents, or his daughter will call his parents. So we they love to do easy thing, microwave parents. They don't want to go through any hurdles. They don't want to insult anybody. They want to get it free. But you are reading Bible. How many people got their freedom in the Bible through the same method you are applying? How many people? Tell me the people. It come to a time when the children of Israel left Egypt. There was a king Sihon. God, they were to pass through the city. Moses told them, he said, please, go and meet this very leader, this very king, that we are going to pass through the city in the book of Exodus. We are not going to be looking left. We are not going to be looking right. We are going to pass that right. The king said no. Do you know what Moses did? Moses just prayed for God. God, give me power. May I destroy them. They destroyed all of them. They destroyed all of them. Your useless pastor does not tell you the real stories about your freedom. They want you to remain in the church so that you are in the same level with them. Because this same, the same mentality your pastor has. That's why the time you are now growing bigger more than your pastor, they hate you. Go and speak the truth in any church. If they will not demote you. Go and speak the truth in any church. Whether you will not see some idiot in the church who will start saying you are not comparing yourself with God. They will start murmuring against you. Before you know, if you are not strong enough, you lose your job or something terrible will happen to you because you are not supposed to be there. There are society I cannot stay today because a society where they lies, I can't stay there. That was why my late father, blessed memory, when he go community meeting that year, he keep doing that year. I think he go to quarrel the con house. Oh, we remember wagbon. Have you digo amoha? Then any of your friends will be saying they get the same mindset. They will not go and pull you down. We'll be hearing that. How can somebody my father begin to make parables? Or we be doing an army where we not turn your call. I never knew I'm going to come across it. So whatever thing you have in your head, Newton is set for this. My skin already thick to always come and talk to you. Who does that? Want to get everything? Don't mention the blood, everything is okay. Lazy set of people. Go and look at the book of Numbers 31 verse 49. Any person that is following that cannot quote that very verse, right? Don't want to go money or maybe no where TB. It had now become a memory verse. I must quote it every day by day. Do you know why I keep on quoting it to you? so that you get your head straight on. They went and counted people. He said, Moses, we have counted. The soldiers under your control, none is missing. None is missing. They fought. The Israelite, the God of Israel that you are using in praying today, Moses fought and he lost the promised land. The old Israelite that you are reading their story today, they all died. It was only Joshua and his friends that entered the promised land. The rest people, they couldn't. Don't say, wait, Momonaye, and you will feel bad. Automatically, the graphene will kill you. But if you allow our word to fall, I'll begin to see it. That is the true gospel of salvation and redemption. God will bless that guy. You think I don't have anything to do? I'm more talented than you. I'm more talented than you. Man, on this social media, wherever, I get handwork. I have a CV that contains what I can do. I not be any man where they push anyhow. If I'm looking for a job, I go for it specifically. And professionally, I will be given a job. I will put guarantee. So I'll not be anywhere but left face like you. 20 years abroad, handwork, no day. Then you want me to reason like you? Then I should support everything you are doing because we want fair fight for freedom together. No. It will come to a time where every one of us need to redefine our life, which I redefine mine. The people that used to be friends way back, most of them today can never talk again in life because you have been able to choose who you are going to follow, and I also have the right to choose who I'm going to follow. So if I'm lying, come and quote me wrong that you think you are lying. Bring the biblical verse that is against what I'm saying. Newton, no, you don't talk to king like this. Tell me, advise me on how to make my own speech or make my blind. If that make you happy. You advise me on what and what I will do that will make you to be happy. If it is so. What did Joshua tell these people? Despite Joshua was one commander, he was already a commander. Commander-in-chief. To make them to see the promised land. He called the people. If it please you in the book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 15. I told you about it yesterday. He said, if it please you, that worshiping the God in the other side seem to be good for you, go. If it also please you, that the God that is the side of the flood, he said, go. If it also please you to worship the God of the Amorites, no, or delay useless. Go. He said, as for me, and my household, I will serve the living God. That is my blood. I'm putting my message here. I'm not putting it to you. The very day you watch my video and you feel convenience, my dear, is not going to come. Do you know why? The book of John 4 verse 24. He said, our God is a spirit. Everyone that must worship God must worship him in spirit and in truth. Or when I where I go where? No, what makes you a Christian? If what pains people, if the pains of other people give you joy, what makes you a Christian? What makes you a Christian if all your day long you do not feel about what is happening in your community? What makes you a Christian? Tell me. What makes you a Christian? Then you are happy a 90 years old man can kneel down before a man of 60 years. What makes you a Christian? You are wicked. That's why wickedness again or all I'm. The only way you people is going to escape this thing, except in my way broadcast can. The very day I do broadcast about anything, that very day will begin to face the judgment. The very day I do a broadcast about anything, I raise up my energy and frequency together, you will have problem. Every fake kingdom, I've said it, it must fall. Vatican has fallen. Beckham Palace or Dine. So all we already. Or when you have Vikpoko, you are gaga. Block me, hate me, go and lay curse on your head. We believe John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Did you know whether for God so loved he do? He sent all the mother goddess and people like me to come and preach the word of redemption to you and salvation. You don't know. God is not going to send anybody. He's going to end the time of Jesus. God is still sending. God is still sending. Up to now, he's still sending. And he's still going to send more. God is going to send the people that are going to fight the physical fight. And fight your fight. You will hold your peace. Who are you? How have you been living your life in what matters, you know? What kind of life have you been living? God will fight your fight. Most of you, you never agree you have a fight one day. You does not agree if you have a fight. You don't agree you have a fight. Which method are you using to fight your fight? The only fight you have is Ogendo. Everything that comes out from there is righteous. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you. If you doesn't see anything wrong about all these shenanigans, it shows that you doesn't have a retentive memory. There's something wrong with your brain. If you think, oh, be going to fit your traditional system, that to say you are sick. We have every little problem in our various localities. Only in the state in the world where self-determination is a crime. You can never say you need freedom. Only in Edo State. No, Edo, Benin City. Self-determination is a crime. So you mean people cannot decide. You see your grandfather say, speaking from fear. Then you think it's normal. Because this thing, that is, the atmosphere, it was put into the atmosphere, the air you breathe, everything. The book of 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy 2 verse, 2 Timothy 5 verse 17. He said, let the elder that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially those that labor in word and in doctrine. Now, these people, they will mobilize for somebody no matter where we down. Now, we know who I know who go Salobua. What has Isama Benin or Dr. Gabriel Sawa money who have created and improve, bring employment to the state? What has he done? You are insulting a small man because of an elder. Because Osalobua be Sama. No, Osalobua being. I don't want to live in a society where one person is more important. A king of Spain today, 46 million inhabitants. He value everyone. The most powerful woman on earth, Queen Elizabeth, or Mark Bomi will bomb me one day. Enemy. That woman, a law, the way they purported the law of this world, he have the right to say, well, a statement was sinking. She never wanted did it. A monogbe some time ago now lock your boy again me ba. Under Nureboko 2.0. You don't know what is coming. Nothing can stop what is coming. What did I say? All fake kingdom must collapse. So is your own fake? Go and ask yourself questions. Is it fake? Is it fake? Is it a demonic kingdom? Let evil assume I'm speaking. I'm just speaking on my own. This thing, do it. I'm not mobilizing people. It's not left for God. He says if there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer. Being that every one of you have been brainwashed, the Bible they gave to you was to also, you start using it to kill yourself. My own was known for me to kill myself. That's why every verse of the Bible I read, the only way I don't preach fornication. Where me they will worry with bear. I don't preach it. Because only worry Bible. Or me what me in a Bible. I have supported you people. One of you who no more. Exodus 21 verse 10. When I preach it on your favor. Oh no bunu worry any. Yes, so far it is when you are no longer. Now, Exodus 21 verse 10. Or wait, if you must marry another, take another wife. Or wait, don't derive the first one of her duty. Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1. Have I not said it here? Then how am I a bad person? But that's the questions. They can only be no why. Oh, the other will support you people, particularly in the Old Testament. That's why I for an eye, tooth for tooth. Why we me mad? And God has sent me to be the representative. It's a bone. So when I come back here, you better change. Why me there? Me na dota wari who no bua salebe. I'm not telling you. Already no why. I pray you people. There are people that are David. Una if you happen to marry Solomon, Ziegbe, or Zegboriwa, or Zegboridodo. So men Suleiman on Webe Isaiah me honore gime. Chapter 4 verse 1. You know verse 1. What will be more than that? Then you are furious about the remaining part of the Bible. Go and preach a blessing, your blessing will come. You see Benin and putting him. But when it comes to preaching about particular verse of the Bible that will give you freedom, they don't like it. Now, how are you going to make yourself to be better if you are not truthful to yourself? You have to be truthful to yourself. No part of the Bible I cannot listen to. Una we okay now. Children, you are not being my father. I've told you several times that number. Where me? I have the right to insult you because where am I? You are not my father. Now are you my father? Ah, you think you are my brother? You are my brother based on, okay, now tell us when you are a black person, I'm a black person. We are not from the same ancestors. Now you are not my father. Why will I be killing myself for you? Why will I be joining you in the atrocity you are doing when I know you are doing bad? So there are people that are wired to do it. That's why they are not going to achieve anything in this life. That's why they only mold blocks, and those blocks all the way Karakwa. They have not built one tangible thing in their life. Go and look at Fela Nicola Bokuti today. The name he left behind. The rest of that musician that doesn't have a background Fela children has. That's why any person insulting Fela children and you are just fooling yourself. The God of Nigeria will kill you. Because that man was the one that one first saw. Even Nigeria Maria Semiana. The Fela Dege man. Fela was the one that fed of us see the zombie you are going to do and be coming today. Or me on it for long. Zombie saying in one way. If you are not zombie, for example, why will you believe everything your father do is right because your father? Everything it does, nothing is wrong. Why are you guys not even go inside the room and say, okay, now, this is the way it's coming out is not good. Let's even cover it. Self-determination is a sin. Even to their alien children abroad, it's also a sin to them. It's also a sin to them. But self-determination right now, that the Australians are doing to make sure every of the UK monarchy head is removed. They want to put the indigenous people who have suffered for the Australian. A currency note here. Now you go and call that a sin. But if any person support your father, it is not a bad person. But if you kick against what your father is doing, that this thing is bad, you become a bad person. Then you are claiming that we should be friends. We cannot be friends. Before you see monkey, monkey don't see you. Before I've already said that from time. I don't know that I don't know me. I don't know me. So don't be furious about it. If you're born to you know my way. Why would you don't know your way? I don't know why people are just, lost in emotion. Let's don't want to think about ourselves. I've already think about myself. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It is God that have given me strength. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. We don't want to become an hero. We want to only become an horror. Let's try and make history instead of you reading mysteries. It's an opportunity for us to make history by changing the false narrative. How can you, a modern person, you are using iPhone, you are fitting eyelashes? No, you are not fixing human hair. But you are living a life of 200 years ago. You are not living a modern life. We are not talking about modern life going to England and Newton get married. We are talking about life. Newton will get married to a woman. But look at what they are bringing to our society, and most of your children are embracing it because it's already in law. Now, can you have a state and this thing happens? And don't we also embrace it? What about the night embrace it tomorrow? You see only a rosa. What are you going to do? You can do it, can you speak? If not say Britain, if you don't want to be dethroned, that's how it has been. You have no right to say it. That's why when they gave you Fulani, Unani cannot told you is coming. In your Bunagbo. That's why anything that Europe established here, it can go to a Benin alien. They can do it. Why did they put Bobrisky in Nigeria? Why be saying Nigerian government of arrest Bobrisky? This other guy, whether not Bobby Brand, they call him, why are they trending? Why are they trending today? Do you think under normal condition, Nigerian government cannot arrest them? They say they go and pollute Nigeria. So that when we are legalizing it, Nigeria is already practicing it. Did they arrest Bobrisky, yes or no? Or Mugu? They are being sponsored. They are being sponsored. By September, gay lesson will be compulsory for children in primary 1. Do you think all your children can survive it? You that have not been able to change the mindset of your children where I'm wrong, you are still foolish fool. You are going to see how you cry tomorrow. Your children will cause tears to you because this thing you are supporting. It's in 1 Corinthians 3 verse 8 now. He said the one that planted and the one that watered, they are going to get the same reward according to what they labor for. So all this narrative you are supporting to let it remain in society. My dear, God is going to bless me tomorrow and give my children a good heart. That's why they go and see fellow children. They are respected. You that just come in, you cannot go and compare yourself with fella because nearly fella we. If people are talking critically, critical thinkers is people that go to fix Nigeria. Not people that just talk from the surface. Because it's easy. PVC, come and vote. Complete here. That one will fix problem of Nigeria. Tomorrow now, Biafra history will be written. How 3.5 million were killed in Nigeria Janjaweed, supported by the Janjaweed Britain. They do not start writing history. What did you have to write? You are going to be reading misery because you have nothing on ground that you are doing. It is Biafra people that God is going to fight for this time. Ever since I announced it, there's no election in Benin. I don't even know why that thing is there. Maybe they will be afraid now. The information I gave her, they stop food already. Benin alien have stopped food. Why you can't go to buy food? Conspiracy theory. Why will you now obey and go and buy food? Why don't leave it and say, boy, they no do where my day by even not passion over do. No, I'm a glutton. Then you are obeying one side, you are not obeying one side. How will you believe about one thing I'm saying when I'm talking about how the West have decimated their lives? When I'm not talking about how your palace have turned a door to be, then you are furious about it. I should be lying here. I should say truth here and lie on the other side. I was not born like that. Don't you see I'm very fresh? I'm fresh in every day. We're not waiting on soon. Where you ever soon, where you baby winner. Where you be as soon. Who de soon so? Check the time I spent. So we ended all this very video. So please, let's not get it twisted. If you are reading the Bible, always try and read it for yourself. In whatever thing, commitment God gave to you, whether you have a spiritual husband, you have whatever, you have a spiritual wife, they are knocking you in gym and all of that, you have your own role to play. And first of all, verify that your role, whether it is accepted by God. That's the problem that we have. Every year, people will come on. These are the people God have just said we are going to vote for. These are the people God have revealed to me, God we have said we are going to vote for. But God are revealing to you. Is God not showing to you the suffering we are also going to go through? Now, there's one thing missing in Injection Day. Now, the effect of the injection should be where the prophecy lies. The effect of the injection. Now, I told you, it's not good for your system. Now, they have been giving prophecy. Let me play to you what Osibajo said. If, for example, Nigeria was really your country, why they not bring Osibajo out as somebody will get brain? They can't go to bring out Tinubu. Why they not bring out Osibajo? Let me just play to you what Osibajo said. Just hold on. Let me play to you what Osibajo said. A lot of people, you feel people get information from us. We are on the same platform. We are doing what we are doing because Salvation for Humanity and Redemption. Let's just listen to this.
The sum of $292 million in cash was taken out of the Nigerian treasury. For 2 weeks after that, the Central Bank of Nigeria did not have cash dollars. 2 weeks after that. Let's just take $100 million of that. Today, that would be about 36 billion. The trader money program that we're doing, where we're giving loans to 2 million petty traders, is just 20 billion. That is one withdrawal. That's one withdrawal from the treasury of Nigeria. Another day, 60 billion naira this time is withdrawn. 60 billion. Three Nigerians did what is called the strategic alliance contract. What was lost, what was taken away and never returned, and we're still pursuing them all over the place, all over the world, was almost $3 billion. How much is $3 billion? Our entire external reserves is 40 billion today. When we started, it was 28 billion. If somebody makes away with $3 billion, how do you then not expect that people will be poor? How do you not then expect that we'll not have enough to fund education, to fund infrastructure, to fund power? You know, sometimes I get so emotional about this issue of corruption. I'm so irritated that the same individuals who robbed this nation can come back and tell us that, oh, we are the people who can fix it. I think we're dealing with an outrage.
Now, you guys always say Christian are not being power. Who was Osibajo? Osibajo is a redeemed member. Was he able to speak for you as a Christian? Because he was put there as a puppet. Just be here now, woman. This guy, they never allowed this guy to function, and the Nigerian constitution does not allow him to even say anything. Now let God know. Because of the system. Was he able to stand for the Christians? Did you ever see Osibajo criticize what Fulani is doing? Like the way it can happen in other foreign nations? It didn't happen. Then you are looking for a day freedom. I'm not looking for a day freedom. Go and look for your day freedom. The freedom I'm looking for, whether it or not, I want a divine freedom. Because when the children of Israel left Egypt, the one that succeeded, who could persevere, who could endure the pains, the agony, who could pass through their wilderness of life, they got to their land, their life was good. That's the kind of freedom I want. All of you have forgotten that it is Christian that was the vice president to Nigeria. At times, he was even given power to operate for 2 or 3 weeks when Buhari is going for medical in Danjawe, UK. What favors you as a Nigerian you claim? Tell me, what favor you for Nigerian where you claim? Then you the Nyamiri. We are going to see Nyamiri. We are going to see people with one Nyamiri. It's loading. But it's not my prayer anything happens to anybody. But we are going to see Nyamiri. The same thing that we are doing. When Moses were trying to run around, a lot of them were saying, oh no, mind it, this is an average black man. And forgotten that if you despise your Moses, there's a very huge tendency that you are going to die in your wilderness. He never struggled, there must be a Moses. He never struggled. No. Someone must behead it. But the problem we have in Nigeria, go and see what I have a video where Rufai were promising these people, the Kaduna State governor, where we were promising them that made them not shake, made them not bother about what you are passing through in SAT, the northern, they are not passing through it. The terrorists have nairas. They print up the money and give it to their own. What Unadi Kanu told you 17th of June 2021 is what is playing right now. He's going to play before the election. And right now, Edo State governor, thank God for switching into action, trying to do a cashless policy. It is called digital currency. That's what they wanted to brought in abroad. They're going to work along with your system. Without your dose not complete, they cannot activate it for you. You know they see your money, you always see and say, you get 1,000 euro for account. You can never sense it. Cashless policy. Now Europe now get them. That's under the new world order. Which we have been battling. You are shouting us. You don't know what is coming. If I told you now, QFS, Quantum Financial System, you don't know it. Then how will I be wasting my time with riffraff like you? Go and read, you won't read. Obasa keep bringing up cashless policy. Those are some of the policy that's in the new world order. He tried to take it right now to fix up the immediate financial problem that is affecting Edo people. Switching it to action to see what he can do. Then you are naming Ogyomba. He's the worstest governor. If you are as did you are senseless, how will you be able to know that he's doing well when you does not? Can any carry a madman to a hotel? Is he going to be prefer that place he used to sleep in the dustbin? Particularly the one where he had don't girare well. So this very slavery are gone deep in you. Or till when your slave master said this thing, go after it, don't go. Because zombie said in one way. Fela saw it many years ago. Then if you read that Isaiah I told you just now about Uzziah, what did Isaiah say? He says, in the very year King Uzziah died, he said, I, Isaiah, I saw the Lord. There are most people that are stumbling block. Or till that thing is removed. It was Uzziah that were blocking the glory of God from God seeing, God looking at the situation of Isaiah. That's why Isaiah keep on praying. Things were hard. Now, when we know Uzziah, do you know what killed him? People are dictated and determined and demanded for their self-determination from Uzziah. And God hearkened to their voice and Uzziah died. So every fake king must go down. Go and say this video. Domansono. Where's your coin? Where's your coin? Boye. Boye coin. Be chas ave ye. Chas gilera. Who I saw me women a day. Me warema. You think you are doing me? You are not doing. You are just fooling your old age and allowing God to punish you. You are showing your stupidity to God. And God does not have interest in children that are stupid, who are not ready to use their brain. I told you, if you must survive this very year, what is coming? Increase your consciousness. Increase your vibration. Increase your energy and increase your frequency. Did I tell you yes or no? Have you increased it? It is lack of consciousness that will make you 100% believe that your vote is going to make Nigeria okay. I'm not trying to tell you shouldn't vote. It is good, at least just issue sign. More no, I won't go. But make it that one to be your last bus stop. It shows that there's something wrong. Or Sunday right now, next tomorrow, we Bible with your church. And all those things are inside. Go and open it and read it. I've given you some of the advantage on Bible and benefit you. Exodus, a lot of men today now, their wife can no longer talk to them. Edoeli. I was the one that gave them that mind. Or worry Bible. So far, no kauna ya one. Iyo boye we soni. More with your body in a doily. Today they can tell their wife say go no. I told them that. I gave them that encouragement. So when we learn we will use the other ways if you must live on earth. Because what is coming? The world is going to be made for only the truthful people. Because the agenda these people had, making us to use one currency, is what I've been fighting. And we must fight it to a standstill. But you can see UK is still pushing. They want to debate whether God need. They want fear you. A body sounded loneliness since last year. Antism. A belief that said that there is no God. And I will take Donald Trump, he got back. Benin alien. Benin Akedo. They are alien, though. Well, if I alien, then all of them, they have pains. Why people that follow this page, they have no pains. We don't need to lie to you. We say the way it is. If our father had not sent us this, we will not do it. If our father had not sent us that, we will not do it. Let Nigerian government, don't tell them to release Mazion and the can. We'll lose. Don't tell them and go and wake no balemiji. Don't go and tell them. We'll lose. But man, go cool. Go and see what happened. Our boy UK, a drug ground. Our boy are there. Come and join NATO. Now making now expanding NATO. Because a lot of countries are already living NATO. If you chat German today, German have joined our liberation army. They're no longer interested in NATO. Russian army and Chinese army, the good one, oh, they are the CCP, the Communist Party of China. Anyway, you know what go China would have yolo denia. But CCP, he have contribution also to salvation for humanity using the little he has. Already a support alliance. They have already raiding as we speak the Kazera Mafia and Nazi Malaysia and Switzerland. If you know Switzerland, or you know Ukraine, people are there fighting. Also, and a European will be a European way. We to do it for you, Newton. Just for you to see what happened in your domain. Speak truth for once is a problem. Speak truth for once is a problem. Just take it while it lasts. Enjoy it now. Do your party now. A time is going to come, you'll be relegated. You are going to be seeing EBS, Emergency Broker Service, Emergency Broker System, coming out. Seeing every false negative narrative you supported. What pay yahin? It be my experience slavery we do. It mean 18 something now abolishing it. We are still experiencing slavery. People will still talk and they will be bogo 21st century. That's why today they are still fighting some people over the statement they make. The statement they made, they did not throw bomb. Just the person talk. Talk. Then you are creating need for your children. They are going to count your children the way fellow children is doing today. That's how your children is also going to do. They will count your children. You are creating more problem for your children. We are going to the Duke together after all this battle is over. I will see we are going to continue in the land. You'll be looking at yourself. Hey, why did I spend all my life? You are going to show us a book that gave you the infantry to be calling people's name in UTI. Because you are not read. That you feel where oppressing people is your right. Our God-given right is what you are collecting from us. Our God-given right. If they are your father, they are not my father. I have the right to speak against the hitting they are doing. Now, everything we have said, which one that is not happening? Like recently, one or two person that is in abroad, who is in social media, condemning this very atinama. No, the ogele suno abi omasuno. Will your father be treated like that? Have you been treated like that, even your stupid working place? Can you take it from people? Now, if you can take it, why what I'm telling you is irritating you, if it is good? It's not supposed to irritate you. You should also be the same way these people, they are useless children, it's not speaking for them. Maybe their children will also be one of the people that present already there. And it's happening to their father already. We have not seen their father right now. Why my father will be treated like that? Because these same people, they are the same feather that flows together. Being that we need a better society, we need to speak about it. We need to give awareness about it. That's what we are called to do. You mold your blocks. And let me correct all these shenanigans, all the negative narrative we have in our society. And when the society is good tomorrow, let's see whether you are going to be honored and will be the one that's going to be honored. Let's see now. Continue it. They are killing your father and your mother. So where are you guys? All these 86 nigga, why them memo? No be fioshi. Coward. Even an elderly man does not want to die. They want to enjoy. I thank God for those of you that have been able to escape this forever narrative. Man. Mama me we black, you marry Senegal. We have allies everywhere. We can go to Zimbabwe, we can go to Rwanda. Even we can go to Yaoundé. Can I am with we? We are wasi Bamako arena. Ikunagbe agbe wesagun. Ulus. E Tunisia river. Oh, I look at some people, I laugh. I just look at some people, I laugh. Black race are not ready. Kenya, they are making preparation. The Tanzania, Tanzania does not unleash on themselves the way Edo alien unleash on themselves. Everybody right now is learning to speak the truth. A Bible no read do every UK, but go and look at it. Nobody ready to preach it to you to say the truth. Whereby people can just come and unleash on everybody. They are above the law. The House of Assembly member, we don't have a constitution that guided those states. It's still without a constitution. What section of your constitution permit all this nonsense? What section of your constitution that make anybody to be God? Why is Buhari not God? Why people call him Mumu Buhari? How many times have you insult Fulani and Fulani will trace you and take your picture in Facebook and go and kill your father and your mother in the house if you guys are not stupid? How many of you, as you have insulted Fulani through your comment and they copy your address from Facebook and go and leech on your parents at home? Even Fulani, they see you freedom of speech. Fulani are better than Edo alien. We are not talking about the Fulani that be brainwashed who believe on jihad. There are still good Fulani today. That's why what Edo alien cannot do does not exist. What Edo alien cannot do does not exist. That's why any tiny thing happen that will even cause a tribal war, they don't address it. So far, don't talk to that side. So a wonderful day to you all. Let me believe in you here. Please, let's be very, very careful in what we do. Please, don't go and kill yourself because of all these people. Now what you do, for those of you that are just coming, let me read the heading to you so that, because the heading is like a message because it's much. Until you stand up to fight, you do not know how powerful you are. Only in Benin, self-determination is a crime against a weaponized and a militarized tradition. Before God Almighty, we fight your fight. Have you played your own role? Or is your role accepted by God? Is a question you need to ask yourself. People think that it is only through voting God can use to deliver them from their bondage. That's what they feel. It's very dehydrating. How did God Almighty deliver the children of Israel from their captivity? Is a question you need to also ask yourself also. The God of the universe did not create anybody more special than others. God does not do that. He created everybody equally. What we are seeing today were created by human beings to subject some certain weaker people who does not speak, to subject some charlatans, some misguided element and Australia wallaby, and subject them under perpetual bondage. Your forefather gave themselves to be enslaved because of fear and lack of sense of humor. That's just it. Until you fight your fear, you are not a complete human being. The very day you start speaking the truth, that's the day you begin a fulfilled life. So many will ignorantly perish with the evil people. Some Edo alien are gradually becoming zombie. What fella said about Edo alien is coming to pass. Because a zombie say in one way. Some Edo alien. Some, not all, some Edo alien. And they know themselves. So do have a nice day, everyone. God Almighty bless each and every one of you. God Almighty bless each and every one of you. I, the Archbishop of Activism, the CEO of Salvation for Humanity and Redemption, the CEO Civil Disobedient, I don't believe in the freedom for only one day. I believe in the freedom for the lifetime. The yoke of suffering and human enslavement must stop. That's our blind. So please, if you are led, you can share this video among the people also that want to hear the truth. Because the video is not meant for everybody. That's why today, if you see people, some are happy right now, some their period is okay. They don't feel pains. While some people, you know, they are feeling pains. Some have shoulder pain. Some have a lot of things. So that's it. The world is ending. There's separation between husband and wife. There's separation between brothers. There's separation already between children and mother. There's separation between sons and their parents. So it is happening, and it is happening. It's coming the way and manner we never expected. The world is ending. The world is ending soon. The world is ending. This narrative, all you are saying, is going to go down. Why the new narrative we have been promulgating for will also come. So do have a nice day, everyone, and God continue to bless you. For those of us, you can follow us on National Patriot Association. You can also follow us on International Association for the Improvement of Colored People. #Equality is our official page. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, not for monetization, but for your sake. IAICPTV is our YouTube channel. IAICPTV is our YouTube channel. While our telephone number is +34631 056284. +34631 056284. Please, if you must survive what is coming, stand for the truth. The book of John chapter 8 verse 32 talks about it. It says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The only thing that is going to set you free from all your calamities and troubles. Stop losing emotions. Make everybody die and die. Make everybody pay for all their atrocities. Try and deliver yourself from this archaic idea. Stop supporting evil. Stop supporting evil. God hates people with passion that support evil. Stop supporting evil. Stop supporting evil. Be a preacher of the truth. That's where your blessing lies. Your blessing does not lie in too much labor. Your blessing does not lie in too much labor. Your blessing lies in speaking the truth. If you learn to speak the truth, God will one day connect you to your destiny helper. Just with €1, God will change all your sorrow in a lifetime. You don't know the meaning of what it is. Nobody will tell you this. We don't really ban demon here. We say it and it's effective. If it's not effective, why are they grumbling? You see grumbling everywhere. Go Benin today, all of them, they are grumbling. Because a man is speaking from Spain. That is the way it is. My eternal, and the angel of God will carry it and begin to do the assignment. So do have a nice day, everyone. So those that are wishing all good will happen to you. Whatever you wish me will happen to you and your children. Whatever you wish me will happen to you and your children. What I stand for, salvation for humanity and redemption. I want everybody to stay alive and enjoy the dividend of God creating us. So we're against any form of things that put human into enslavement. Tradition was never created. It was tribe that God created. That was why we say God is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. They created tradition to put you into slavery. That's what you are saying today. That one man is just there. Whatever thing he says is final. He don't make mistakes. So do have a nice day, everyone. So have a nice day. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Ciao.